In the 1st century BCE, one man rose from slavery to shake the very foundations of the Roman Republic. A man Rome tried to break, but instead created its most feared enemy. This is the story of the slave who terrified the greatest empire on earth. Spartacus was not born a slave. He was a free Thracian warrior, a man who fought Rome and was captured by it. Instead of killing him, the Romans saw potential, a strong body, a fighter's instincts. So they sent him to a place designed to break the human spirit, the gladiator school of Capua. Here, men were not trained to fight for survival. They were trained to die spectacularly for Roman entertainment. Spartacus endured the whips, the chains, the endless drills. But behind his silent obedience, something else was growing. A resolve Rome didn't see coming. Around 70 gladiators, armed with nothing but kitchen knives and broken tools, stormed out of the training compound. They seized a wagon of weapons meant for their guards. And in that moment, the greatest slave revolt in Roman history began. Spartacus didn't just escape. He turned fugitives into fighters. He transformed desperation into strategy. The rebels fled to the heights of Mount Vesuvius, where most armies would have starved or surrendered. Not Spartacus. When Roman forces blocked the mountain, he did the unthinkable. He ordered his men to braid vines into ropes, rappel down the cliffside, and attack the Romans from behind. The Romans were slaughtered. This was no longer a runaway slave. This was a commander Rome could not predict. Word of the victory spread like wildfire. Slaves, shepherds, farmers, all those crushed under Rome's boot, fled to join Spartacus. His numbers exploded from a handful of gladiators to tens of thousands. This was no mere revolt. It was a movement. But Spartacus was not driven by blind vengeance. He was disciplined, focused. He had one goal: to escape Italy and take his people to freedom. He marched his growing army through the countryside, defeating every Roman force sent his way. Commanders underestimated him. Senators mocked him. Rome would regret that arrogance. By the 3rd year of the rebellion, Spartacus had done the impossible. He had humiliated Rome, again and again. A city that conquered nations could not crush a slave. If you enjoyed this story, Part 2 awaits. Subscribe for more ancient legends brought to life. This is Lost Vault of Ages. Thanks for watching.